Then Laguna, Wirral, Regent's Park, Barala and Lidcombe.
Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club. And I'm here at Wynyard Station, about to board the train to go to Circular Quay. And what we'll do is we'll jump in the carriage here. Take a seat. And we'll cover a book summary this morning. It's a very interesting book summary. It's entitled The Power of Showing Up.
Doors closing.
The Power of Showing Up. And it's authored by two authors, Daniel Siegel and Tina Bryson. So these authors have authored this wonderful book, and it's a book which helps people, help young children build and develop their emotional intelligence. And the book opens up with a very, very powerful quote. And the quote is that forgiveness is giving up hope for a better past. Let's repeat that. Forgiveness is giving up hope for a better past. In this way, we forgive not to condone, not to say it was fine, but to let go of false illusions that we can change our pasts. So where does this lead us? The bold and the big lesson from this book is that we need to learn to be there for our children in more ways than just being present, so that they can grow up to be confident and resilient adults. So we're just coming into Circular Quay now. So what I'll do is I'll take a pause and just see what sort of view we get this morning. It's still dark. Sunrise is at about 6:15. So it's about 5:30 at the moment. So we're half hour off sunrise, but we may get some first light coming through. Anyway, where else in the world can you step off a train? Can you step off public transport and be presented with a glorious view like we have here in Sydney? I've just stepped off the train here at Circular Quay and out on the platform here, and we can see the ferry boats. We can see the bright light over there from the pontoon crane that's doing some work in front of the international passenger terminal. And we've got all the ferry boats just waiting, preparing to start their day. So let's kick off and move off and continue our book review. So the book here is, as I said before, is all about helping children grow, develop and enhance their emotional intelligence. So the first key point to come out of the book is that we need to give our kids the emotional and physical safety if you want to get close to them and be close to them. So children desperately need physical and emotional safety. And it's only when they have those two elements in their lives that they're going to open up and enable you to get close to them and to be part of their lives. I guess the corollary to that is that if you're not providing a physical and an emotional safety net, then you're never ever going to get close to your children or any other children. So the author then moves off and enlightens us and tells us things that we already know. I think most people already know this, but emotional trauma is not easy to get over. The reason why we need to provide a safety net to children is that we all know through psychology, through psychiatry, and all of those sciences, that emotional trauma that has been embedded and received at a young age is not easy to get over and sticks with most people right into and right through adulthood. We'll just keep on going now. We'll just walk down and out and do a bit of a harbour walk. So research shows that those who have experienced abuse, neglect and other forms of dysfunction were worse at relating to others, had a harder time coping with problems and had more health issues. So what goes on in our childhood sticks with us for a long time in our lives. So anybody who has had a traumatic childhood, and there's lots of people who can attest to this. Thank God I had a great childhood, so I'm not a victim of these sort of challenges, but I do know that there are many, many others who suffered traumatic childhoods, and it continues with them throughout their lives. Let's tap out. Okay, so we're out of the station now, so I can get my mask out of the way. So the research once again confirms that children who have experienced abuse, that could be mental or physical abuse, or neglect, once again, neglect could come in the forms of mental abuse. These children had a harder time coping with problems and had more health issues. I think I'll go as far as that light now. But it's finding it hard to see here. So I'll need to be in an area where there's some light. So let me just stay under the lamp here. So what we need to do as parents is to watch out for aggression, which is either physical, verbal, or implied. Aggression can come in the form of body language as well as facial expression. So as a parent, as a person who is gifted with the responsibility of helping provide a safety net to the children that you have in your care, you need to look out for all forms of aggression, because kids don't respond well to aggression is the message here, and that aggression can be either physical, verbal, or implied. Because kids are smart. Kids are really, really clever and really capable of picking up on aggression. And so your facial expressions. And my granddaughter always tells me, why are you angry? And I have to explain to her, I'm not angry, love. It's just that because I'm getting older, my face has more creases in it, and I look angry when actually on the inside I'm really, really happy, which brings a smile to her face, which is just delightful. So the author then gives us a nice little lesson that when you're with children and they do feel threatened in any way, what you must always, always do is you must always apologise if you lose your temper, and spend some time trying to heal the relationship. So the next big point to come out of this book is a call to action. And I remember years ago, a friend of mine's father asked me, and I thought it was a bit of a joke, but he was actually serious about what he was saying. He's saying, do you listen to your father, or does your father listen to you? And as I'm getting older and older, I'm starting to realise how profound that point was, because what the author here talks about in his second key, or their second key message, is that we all need to pay attention to their desires and not your desire, in order to help them know themselves better and meet their needs. The author says it's important as parents, as guardians, as carers, to always show up for them and be their best friend wherever possible, to enable them to open up and to feel confident and comfortable in your presence. Because what we've learned, most of us, all of us have learned over the years when we're growing up, is that we all tend to internalise our thoughts. So whatever thoughts that you're helping children generate, be it positive or negative, and you can be the source of either one of those or both of those sorts of thought patterns for children, that those thoughts get internalised. The children internalise them and take them very, very personally. So whatever we say, think or do, they will believe. So if you're telling them that they're lazy, if you're telling them that they're stupid, if you're getting cross with them all the time, they will believe it. They will believe you, and that they'll believe that they have a problem, and they'll internalise it. So what we need to do is to be very, very careful with what we say, how we say it, and to observe our children in order to figure them out. Just keep our antennas up and out, and make sure that they're opening up to you and feeling comfortable with you, because children will show you if they're happy with you, if they're comfortable with you, because they will open up. If they don't open up, then it's a surefire sign that there is an issue, there's a problem, and once again, this is an invitation for you to do something more about it in order to build and enhance a relationship with the children. So here we have some people working on this little pontoon that's being developed. This is a new piece of work. I haven't seen this before, so this will be a new feature down here by the harbour side. I don't know what they're building and what it's going to be used for, but it's certainly taking shape. So what else can we get from this book? So the third and last key point to come from this book is the importance of soothing, learning how to soothe children so that they can get over their emotional roller coaster ride. So when a child gets agitated, gets angry, gets sad, it's an invitation, and it's an important invitation for us to take action and to help soothe their pain, as opposed to developing and building and making it worse. So shouting, carrying on, none of those things work. No. As a parent, you'll learn very, very quickly that there's no use taking on a child who is emotionally charged, because it just gets worse and worse, and there's nothing much you can do to make it better, other than to work with them and to try and soothe their anguish and their pain. Because anger, threats and timeouts never work. So don't bother even doing it, because it just doesn't work, as we've alluded to, and to work with the child to help soothe them so that they can help gain better skills and feel a lot more comfortable. So the way we help children soothe is by having a safety space that they can break out to and feel comfortable in. We can engage in soothing songs that make them feel comfortable and take them to a happy place. And what else can we do? There are some go-to physical activities that we can do, like dancing or playing with certain items. So that's basically it. So the final point in this wonderful book is that we need to work with them, is the bottom line. You need to work with your children, with the children that you've got in your care. You need to work with them in order to help build, develop, and enable them to tap into their emotional intelligence so that they can become masters of their own emotions, of their own feelings, so that as they get older, as they get better at what they do, that they can self-soothe and work themselves out. And once they work themselves out and they can help themselves, then they can go on to becoming people who can help other people, like their siblings, their friends, their family. Who knows where this ripple effect will take us. So there we go. We've just finished off another book summary on this Monday morning in the city. It looks like it's a little bit overcast. When I look up into the sky, it looks like a bit overcast, but it's not raining, it's not windy, it's very, very still. And a glorious start to the week, a work week. It's February and the last month of summer. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, let's stay reasonable and be there. Be there. Let's show up for our children. Let's show up for the children that we're parenting, that we're caring for, and that we have in our social circles, and help them become bigger, better, stronger versions of themselves, and understand that any emotional trauma that they suffer as children, they can carry throughout their lives. So if you can help them from a young age get over those traumas and help soothe them and help them learn techniques of getting better at what they do, then you're going to be contributing in a positive way to their future. So I look forward to coming to you again tomorrow from a different location with a different message, a message of empowerment to help get us through the day, get us through the morning, get us through the week, and get us through this summer so that we can continue to progress throughout the year, get over the challenges of 2020, because I do feel that 2020 will have been a year that will have been a marker for many people, a year that a lot of emotional baggage will be carried for many, many years by not only children but adults alike. So let's help the little ones and also help the big ones get over this year that just passed. So take care, and we'll chat again. If you like, you're from Jim's 5am Club, and we'll come again a little bit later on throughout the day with a couple of more book summaries, and just keep on pushing forward, keep on moving ahead, and see where it leads us. Yassas, and bye for now.